want to eat this, so throw it out. Whatever you don't like, throw it out. Whatever you can't digest, throw it out. What happens? The child grows old. He doesn't like mommy and daddy. What do? Throw it out. Who's taught them that? Mommy, daddy. Right from childhood, whatever you don't like, throw it. No. Whereas the samskaras we were given when we were kids is, whether you like it or not, in life you don't get what you like, you get what you deserve. Have you understood? This most important samskaras we are not able to give our children. That you don't get what you like, you get what you deserve. Anyone who's grown old, you all know that as a fact, you have not got what you like, right or wrong? You thought you chose what you like, and then you realize that was not what you liked. Is it true or not? What are you talking? No one in the world, anyone, the richest man also has not got what he likes. Is it a fact or not? It's an absolute total fact of life, that you don't get everything that you like. Why can't we teach our children right from day one? This is it. This is life. You get what you deserve. You don't get what you like. And start with the food, the best way. You get what you get. You give them what is good for them, not what they like. I hope you understand that. But no, we don't. Anya ha karya karsu. Gare jane ha baby. Oh baby. It's so sad. Okay, everyone above the age of 40. How many of you climb trees? Please put up your hand. No, not only above 40. How many of you have climbed trees? You haven't climbed trees? How many of you will allow your children to climb trees? Bolo cho. Are small little stool he climbed. Baby, padi jaso. Baby, you'll fall. Baby, don't do. Baby, don't do. All your life it's always, padi just gandu thai just. What? The greatest joys of your life, you see, you put a small child in mud. In this, you will see bliss on his face. Is it true or not? But will you allow that? A little dirt. Oh, baby became dirty. What are we doing to our children? The joy of climbing a tree can never be replaced with a game station or a Game Boy and all that stuff. Is it true or not? And yet what will we give them? What? It's called Game Station or Game Boy or something like that. No? PlayStation. Okay, PlayStation. Okay, fine. I don't know. Thank God I don't have children. PlayStation. Whew. What is the joy? Look at the type of joys we give to our children also. See, please tell me, if a child, okay, when you all were, again, all above the age of 40, when you all were kids, were you ever bored? Yes or no? I don't even remember a single moment of my childhood ever becoming bored. Agreed? There was no boredom. There was so much to do. And vacation was one big fun time. Isn't it true? It's just play, and it was just such a great time. And how many toys did we have? Nothing. One ball, and every game was based on that one ball or one little thing here and there. And the amount of joy we got in life was just amazing, unbelievable. And now, how many games and how many toys and how many? Woof! Cupboard full of them, and all through vacation time, they are all chanting a Maha Mantra, I am bored, I am bored, I am bored, I am bored. Is it true or not? Yes or no? Now please tell me, a child who is always bored and a child who is never bored, who is enjoying a better quality of life? Bolo. So tell me, have your parents with lesser means given you a better quality of life, or you with all that wealth of yours have given your children a better quality of life? Ask yourself this question. Really, genuinely ask yourself this question. Have you given a better quality of life to your children, or your parents who had no money gave a better quality of life to you? Think. Because your children are always bored. Is it true or not? Gurudev used to say it beautifully. A young couple went to Puja Gurudev and said, can you tell us how we should raise our children? And he said it so beautifully. He says, and I want all of you to keep it somewhere very prominent in your homes so you can read it and all the time see it and think on it and act on it. He said, don't just invest on your child, also invest in your child. And what are we doing? Bolo bhai. All our investment is on the child. On the child means what? Sara kapda peravo, good clothes, then brand shoes. How much money we spend on our children's clothes, right or wrong? Bolo bhai. And at 2 and 3 years we ask them, Betta, what do you want to wear? Yes? And if you remember, till the age of 10 years, almost clothes were put on you. You never even bothered what was there. Is it true or not? And was it wrong? What went wrong? Nothing. You didn't even care. What does it matter? And now, I don't like it. And we keep on increasing their likes and dislikes. Is it true or not? We ask a 2-year-old, you like this? I don't know who is more foolish. The one who asks, you can't ask a child. What does he? He does not base his thinking. And they say, Swamiji, my child, he's very certain what he wants. His decisions are not based on his intellect because intellect has not even started functioning. It's only his likes and dislikes at play, and that should not be encouraged. It's not a big thing. In fact, when you grow old, you come to Vedanta, you realize likes and dislikes are your greatest dirt of the mind. Have you understood that? It prevents you from everything. And you want to take it out. And what do? You keep on consistently increasing it. Are you with me? And what happens? The child starts saying, anything I like, I get. Anything I don't like, I don't get. And then what happens? When he grows up, he finds that that doesn't happen. Because then mommy and daddy have satisfied every like and dislike of his. And therefore, when he grows up, he says, the whole world is against me. No one really cares for me. And he feels that the whole world should oblige and listen to his likes and dislikes and act accordingly. And that's not the way the world is going to do. They'll throw you out. He says, who cares for you? Is it true or not? Your likes and dislikes, you keep with you. Why should I satisfy? They get married, and their mummies and daddies have satisfied every like and dislike. Goes to the husband's house, and then the husband says, nothing doing. I like it this way. His mind and my mind don't match. What match? Are you understanding this or not? Some silly ideas we've got. We don't gel with each other. He thinks so different. Naturally, he thinks different. She thinks so different. Of course, she thinks different. Are you understanding? So therefore, right from childhood, we have to make our children understand that everything doesn't go. So investment on the child. All these clothes, everything is fine, good, give them. But more important is what? Investment in the child. Samskaras. Remember the other day we were talking about? Samskaras. So important. So important. As we said, we have 4 layers of our personality. Physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. At all 4 levels, we need to nourish the child. At the physical level, as I told you, work is also important for them. Remember. Nowadays, you find very obese children. Is it true or not? Why? Why? In the present days, medicine has advanced, but health has deteriorated. Is it a fact or not? When you and I were kids, we used to play in the rain, we used to play in the sun. Nothing happened to us, right? Now the kids, one drench in the rain, and what happened? Cold, cough. The temperature has changed. So, everyone's now got fever. Is it true or not? How many things we used to do? We used to fall, we would do. Nothing happened. Nothing. We were all fit. You make them stand for half an hour in a parade. and you'll find one by one. Do it, just see. I know we used to do in our schools now. 15th August, you have this Independence Day parade and all. Half an hour, one by one. They just faint. And then they say, the parents write a note to the school. Please don't make my child stand in the sun. It does not suit him. Lord. કેવો છોકરો છે ના સ્વામીજી બહુ સેન્સિટિવ છે રાખી મૂકો એક નાના એમાં ને live and destroy the child. Are you understanding? Our parents didn't even know which class we were studying in, isn't it true? And we studied very well. Not only that, I want all of you to go back to your childhood. That's why this whole process is to go back. You learn from the way your parents have brought you up. We don't learn that. We think we are better and smarter. Learn just those simple things. If you could just do that, I think you'll be doing a better job with your own kids. Our parents may not have been very, very well educated, but they were excellent in giving samskaras. Is it true or not? We, with all our education, don't manage to give them good samskaras. Behaviors and, etiquettes and just how to talk and when to talk. And there's no communication. They say communication has increased. It is not at all there. Just put some, and nowadays, we haven't even taught our children to really adjust in society. They only know how to intermingle with their own age groups. Is it true or not? Whereas we were taught, right, we were with everyone. So we knew how to talk to elders, what to talk to elders. And we could sit for hours in the company of elders and enjoy ourselves. Have you done that when you were kids? I have done that and I enjoyed every minute of it. Because there's so many things that you learn. And you just learned, you just picked it up because you just sat in the company of elders. Nowadays, there's a party, immediately children, elders. Is it true or not? The women go on one side, the men go on the other. Is it true or not? And they just don't know. You put an elder person, you put a small child, put them together and tell them, okay, talk. Beta, taru naam શું છે? રાજુ. કઈ સ્કૂલમાં જાય છે? ઓશવાલ સ્કૂલમાં. કયા ક્લાસમાં ભણે છે? Second standard. હવે શું બોલવું? પતી ગયું. The entire list of conversation questions is over. This one does not talk. They don't know. We just don't know how to communicate. And here we are living in a world with everyone. It's not that we are living in a world only of children or only of elders. We should teach our children how to be with everyone. Is it true or not? Nothing. We just don't give any skills to them. Then એમને મજા નહીં આવશે. I have seen kids coming to my Jnana Yajnas, really tiny kids coming to my Jnana Yajnas. They may be 5-year-old, 10-year-olds, and they have sat and enjoyed every bit of the Jnana Yajna. To the extent, sometimes when the parents get confused what I have talked, the child would have said, Swamiji talk like that, not like that, and the child would be right. Are you understanding what I'm saying? This is the samskaras. You see so many of you, your own parents would have taken you to satsangs when you were kids. Is it true or not? And that is why you are sitting over here right now. And your parents and your children probably won't. Why? Because you haven't brought them. Are you with me? It's not, what are you talking? In life, so many things happen which we don't understand. It's fine. They understand some bit of it. That's okay. They know how to sit in the company of elders. They know how to sit in the company and talk with others, intermingle with others. And here we have such people who become socially what? Misfits, because they don't know how to communicate with anyone else. Is it true or not? 5 લોકો આવે તો કે નર્વસ થઈ ગયા, હવે શું બોલું? મારા જ ક્રાઉડને મને, I like my crowd. If you become dependent on my crowd, you are going to be miserable all your life. Are you understanding? Because your crowd is not going to be around all your life. Some things may happen, the crowd goes away, and then you get disappointed. No. So physical level, we need to see that our kids are what? Well-groomed. Emotional level, see, just because they learn mathematics and science doesn't make them grow in love and caring. Isn't it true? Caring and sharing is something, all these things. When we were kids, supposing there were 3, siblings, what happened? They brought one chocolate and they would say, even if they could afford, they would say, share with each other. Is it true or not? Now what do? We bring 3 chocolates, give them to each of them and say, don't fight. Don't share and don't fight. Is it true or not? They never learn. They, from their child, they learn, this is mine, this is yours. You keep yours with you. And then how are they going to become selfless? Giving and caring and sharing. Are you understanding? The small little child was told by the mother that daddy has come back from work, so tired. Why don't you give him a kiss? Because he works for you whole day. It's only for you that he works whole day. When he comes now, give him a kiss. He's worked for you whole day, and for you only he brings all the money. So the child goes and tells the daddy, I will give you a kiss. But what have you brought today? You understand? So we need to teach our children that just because there's physics, chemistry and biology doesn't inculcate what? All these. And what do the parents take so much care about? To see that they get good marks in. First in mathematics, second in this, and third in this. But nothing to do with whether he's a giving, sharing child or not. Is it true or not? Nothing is seen. With no emphasis. And then they say, Mar chokro chhe, bahut smart chhe. Are you understanding? Intellectual capacities of the children. I tell you, present day education, there's hardly any intellectual give and take between the family members, isn't it? Parents don't even communicate with their children at a intellectual level at all. There's no thinking going on. Parents don't make the children think. Children don't think along with their parents. They don't discuss things. Nothing. It's always each one, the minute they come back home, the home is like a hotel or a lodge. So what happens? Everyone comes, they come, they eat, they go back into their rooms, entertain themselves in their own way, with their own friends, in their own this, then again this, then go away. And the meeting of the family as such is only very, very, and even the talking. Send the car over here, I will be over there, SMS here, do this, I will come here, do you this, did you pack this, did you eat this, this is kept here, this is that. That is all the communication that happens within the family members. Is it true or not? There is no meaningful exchange. And then what happens? Then within the family, if this bond is not there, and you need all this, so what do? You go. So therefore, intellectual and of course a spiritual, a family that prays together, stays together. Once a day, come together, pray together. Give these sanskars to your children. So if you get up in the morning, after you take a bath, go to the puja room, light a lamp, do your prayers, then only you can go to school. As I told him, we will never make all these things compulsory, right or no? Swamiji modu thai jai school ma. Never make anything of us. And we say, if they don't know the prayers, like the meaning of the prayers, why should they learn? 90% of the things they learn. You think this child who says, Jack and Jill went up the hill, understands anything about what he's chanting? Bolo. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of... Now, in this day and age, who uses the word pail? What does the word pail mean? Huh? If I use the word pail, what would it mean to you? Would it mean a bucket? No, it would mean what? Pail. Isn't it true? And yet this small little kid is learning. Pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown. At the age when they are learning crown, what do they understand by the meaning of the word crown? Bolo. And still he learns it by heart. Right or wrong? But then they will say, nahi, Guru Brahma nahi bolwano. Because they don't know the meaning. Wah? Are you understanding what I'm saying? We are the only ones who will not make it compulsory. Now another thing, everyone says, everything is getting more and more commercial these days and more commercial these days. Why is it becoming like that? Think of few things. Everything is materialistic, everyone is becoming more selfish, everyone is... Now think, did we go wrong somewhere? Did we unconsciously put these ideas into our own children? Are we doing it? When you were kids, what are the games you all played? Chalo, bolo na. Huh? All above the age of 40 only I'm talking. Huh? When you were kids, what games you played? Kho-kho, langdi, huttu-tuttu. Did you play huttu-tuttu? Then? Gilli-danda. You didn't play gilli-danda? Gilli-danda. Patang chagavya, uske na chagavya. Now in all these games that you played, how much did you pay? Exactly. Did you have a lot of fun? No? Yes, it was great, great fun. No paisa and lot of fun. And now what do your children play? Bolo, every game that you give them to play, you have to pay and they play. Is it true or not? Bolo. Every game. So what? Right from the childhood, they get to understand that only if you pay, can you play and have fun. And that is absolutely wrong. It's absolutely because you have experience that you can have a lot of fun in life and you don't need money. Have you got this point? Bolo. We know it. We've experienced it. There is proof. We don't need a third person to tell us that you can have a lot of fun in life. You don't need to pay. And yet, you have not given that to your children. You have only given them the sanskars. If you pay, then you play. No wonder they're going to become extremely materialistic. Because that's it. They think paisa is the most important thing in life. Because if you don't have paisa, you don't get to play, you don't have fun in life. Are you getting my point? Why? Why? I'm just telling you a few things of what is so important. This age, I'm only talking about this age because the next age after that, in fact 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, to 30, the topic is going to be tomorrow. Okay? That whole age, what that whole age means and how to deal with that age and what it is to be a youngster, a really, enjoy your youth. What all those things we'll be talking about tomorrow. But I'm talking about more today is on parenting and our roles as parents. A very important thing, the language of the parents, the language and the behavior of the parents become the attitude of the child. Remember this. Many times we say, Swamiji, nowadays we may say something, but the outside influence is so strong that alone is really this and this is no. These are all fads. At a particular age, these fads will affect the child, but the effect of the fads is never long-lasting because fads come and fads go. Fashions come, fashions go. They don't affect as much as the attitudes and the language and the behavior of the parents. They last forever. I'll give you examples. When you were all young, you also used a particular type of language, isn't it? I remember I went some years back to England and one young girl came up and said, Swamiji, you are really wicked. So I said, what? I've hardly met you. I haven't done a thing to you. And I don't know what you've heard from anyone. I mean, I may be called a lot of things, but wicked? I don't know. She says, no, you really are wicked. I said, what do you mean? What she meant is that I am wonderful. How do I know? No, that is in word. Everything is. Nowadays, this word awesome. How is the pizza? Awesome. How can a pizza be awesome? Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. Isn't it? Oh, his hairstyle is really awesome. No, that's a fad. You understand that? It's a fad which will go away in time. That allow that person to grow up and then he's going to drop this word because he realizes it's so silly. Are you understanding? And all those hairstyles, those spikes and all that. Don't worry. It's going to last for a little time. The minute he grows big and he realizes that everyone's looking at him as though he's some weirdo, he's going to wash it off. Are you understanding that or not? It's a fad. And that's not going to last. But what is going to last is your language and attitude. Now, I'll give you one example. What do? Nowadays, it's a fashion to be busy. I am busy. કરતા કાંઈ ન હોય, સાચું કહું. કારણ કે મામાડી બધું કરતી હોય. છોકરાઓ બધા પોતાનું ડ્રાઈવર એમને સ્કૂલે લઈ જતા હોય. આ એનું આ કરતા હોય, પેલા આ કરતા હોય, કાંઈ કામ નહીં. Then you take your grandparents, they did everything themselves. A to Z, everything was done by themselves, and yet they had time for anything and everything. Is it true or not? They have nothing really, genuinely. And most of the time goes in things which can easily be avoided. How much of your time you waste in useless calling over the mobile? If you see each one of you, the mobile, you actually talk to hardly 5-10 people regularly. Is it true or not? And between these 5 people and 10